Welcome to Tim's Workshop. This is part 2 of the Starcraft to-do list. We got the 4-horse Yamaha kicker motor running yesterday, so that's all good. So the next step, the issue with the bilge pump not running. I'm looking at the battery here and I'll show you what I found. These connections look good. You know, it needs to be clean. It's building up some rust, so we'll get that all cleaned up. But then, look over here. One of the ground wires broke off. And I bet you anything, that's part of the bilge pump. You know, not really sure why it has 2 ground wires. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. So we'll get those grounds hooked up the way they're supposed to. Try out the dashboard. See what's going on with the bilge pump. And I know the live well was working, so that means that this wire here is going to the live well, and that's why it was working. This one here is going to the bilge, and that's explains why it's not working, I believe. So first things first, we're going to get this cleaned up, and then we're going to try it and see if it works. Alright, let's get this stripped and ready to fix. There we go. Get this one over here. Cut off the strands so it's clean. There we go. There we go. Alright, now let's get the lug. Okay, got some heat shrink. Get that on there so I can slide it up. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. A little sandpaper on this. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, need the heat gun. Let's get this one here. Got some rust going on it. Yeah, this is what I need, is some more of these. The ones I got, I had to drill, but it didn't work very well. Even with the drill press, it just tore the lugs up. So it's best getting the right size to begin with. FYI, I make the mistakes, so you guys learn not to make the mistakes I do. So there we go. Okay, so let's get the heat gun. All right. So the next thing we do is use some liquid electric tape. Okay, we're going to put that around here, and we're going to put it around the back end of this. Just like that. Slide that up. And then put some in here. Get it oozing out. So we'll let that dry. When it's dry, then we'll hook it up and test out the bilge pump, see how it works. Get the cap back on the liquid tape. I didn't know what I was going to expect on that, if it was clogged or... That stuff doesn't clog. But when air hits it, it dries. Got more stuff to clean though. I still got to figure out what that red wire's for. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. Well, I hooked up the battery tender plus. It's a trickle charge charger, but it works for charging up batteries. This cord right here. See all the rust on it? If this goes to the fish finder as far as the positive charge, maybe I wasn't getting a good enough voltage to the fish finder because of that rust. So we'll see. Either way, I think we'll figure it out. All right, let's check out the voltage on this battery. See where we're at. Yeah, looks good. 12.94. We're good. I just charged it up, so it's good to go. One reason I did that is when I checked the let me turn this off. So when I go to check the fish finder and it says low voltage on it, I can eliminate the battery as being a problem with that. So okay, now what we do, keep these things from corroding up again, or at least for a while, is put a little dielectric grease on these. Okay. Put that one on the bottom. No other grounds, just the other ground to the battery on the other side. Don't need that right now because I don't have a battery over there for one. And going out in the sound, I always take my other battery with me just in case. Okay, that one's tight. Okay, that's good. All right, let's test this thing out. Okay, as you can see, there's a switch down there, and it's a float-like thing. When the water gets up to a certain level, that should kick on the pump automatically. 14 amp to 32 VDC. All right. And there's the Atwood pump, and over there is the pump for the live well, I believe. We know the live well works. Now we need to see if this is going to work. I'm going to reach down and pull that lever up and down a couple times to see, make sure it's not stuck. See if that works. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the guard nose in here. I'm going to jack up the front of the boat as high as it'll go, and then put enough water in here to try out the bilge pump with the switch, and also see if the auto one will come on before that, just to see if the auto switch will work. If not, definitely, as long as the switch up on the console works for switching it on the bilge pump to get the water out of the boat. That's all I'm really concerned about right now. It is kind of dirty down there though. It should probably, well, most of that stuff should come out when I put enough water in there. All right. Okay. What I'm going to do now is put the key in, turn the bilge pump to the on position, and see if we can hear the bilge pump running before I put water in it. I hear it. Hear it? I had to hit the circuit breaker button. It had popped out here. Okay, so we'll shut it off. And what we'll do now is put some water in it and see what happens. See if the auto pump starts working. All right, let's get the plug in. There we go. All right, well, we're filling it up. Let's see if that lever moves. It's underneath it right now. Let's see if it floats up. What's it? Let's see if it works. It's raising up. It just moved quite a bit, actually. You probably saw it jump. You might have to reach down there and pull up on it just to see if that maybe it just needs some maintenance on it for it to work properly. It's not running yet, though. It had quite a bit more to go. But the auto pump is not working. So I'm going to have to take that apart and test the wires. You see if there's juice coming to the wires. Okay, I turned on the bilge switch and it's working now. So that ground wire definitely going to the battery was the issue. So yeah, it works good. So at least we know we can turn it on once in a while we're out in the sound to make sure it's working. All right, we're gonna scratch that one off the list, but I do plan on fixing that auto pump come this fall when I'm not fishing anymore and I got time. That'll be on my list of things to fix. Oh, by the way, the gas gauge works now. Almost a full tank, which is correct. I hardly used it out for the test at all. It's just barely off of full. So, fix that item too when we did the ground. So hopefully the fish finder low voltage thing will be fixed as well. So we'll see.